Good morning. You are listening to UpReach, a morning devotional presented by the Church Street Church of Christ in Lewisburg, Tennessee, to encourage you as you face the opportunities and challenges of today. Let's begin this day together with some inspiring thoughts from God's holy word. Then Jesus answered and said, "A certain man went down from Jerusalem to Jericho, and fell among thieves, who stripped him of his clothing, wounded him, and departed, leaving him half dead. Now by chance a certain priest came down that road, and when he saw him, he passed by on the other side. Likewise a Levite, when he arrived at the place, came and looked, and passed by on the other side. But a certain Samaritan, as he journeyed, came where he was, and when he saw him, he had compassion. So he went to him and bandaged his wounds, pouring on oil and wine. And he set him on his own animal, brought him to an inn, and took care of him. On the next day, when he departed, he took out 2 denarii, gave them to the innkeeper, and said to him, 'Take care of him, and whatever more you spend, when I come again, I will repay you.' So which of these 3 do you think was neighbor to him who fell among the thieves?" And he said, "He who showed mercy on him." Then Jesus said to him, "Go and do likewise." Luke chapter 10, verses 30 through 37. There are some things that make all the difference in life. For one thing, we all like to be treated as persons. The great danger in any well-organized welfare program is that men and women begin to be treated as numbers on a schedule, types of a certain group of some kind or other, or even entries on a schedule. We all know what a difference it makes when an official treats us as a person, when a doctor seems interested in us as someone with a name and a home and a problem, and not simply as another medical case. Men and women are individual persons and should only be treated as such. For another thing, we all like people to be interested in us. We all know what a difference it makes to be served by a shop assistant who is really trying to help, and not by one of these take it or leave it I couldn't care less characters who are behind some counters. Charm is really the attitude of one who obviously cares. For another thing, we all like to be remembered. It is very pleasant to go into a restaurant where the waiter remembers you, or where the waitress smiles at you like a returning friend. It is one of life's grimmest experiences to be introduced to someone, and then to meet him a second time and find that he has not the slightest recollection of ever having seen you before. And finally, we all like to have our likes and dislikes remembered. I am sadly conscious of how easy it is to do things which, if I stop to think, I would remember got on the nerves of other people. All this is part of consideration, which is maybe life's greatest family and social virtue. Jesus never treats 2 people in the same way. To every single individual, he takes the personal approach. Everyone to him is different. Everyone is a person. What about you today? Do you allow yourself to get involved with others in a personal way? Why not take the time today to take a closer look at Jesus? See in Jesus the personal touch. Then, go and do likewise. This has been UpReach, a presentation of the Church Street Church of Christ in Lewisburg, Tennessee. I am Kyle Bolton, the pulpit minister at Church Street, and I would like to personally invite you to come and share times of Bible study and worship with us each week. We meet every Sunday at 9 o'clock a.m. for our morning worship, followed by our Sunday school for all ages at 10:15 a.m. Then we meet again at 6 o'clock p.m. for our evening worship. We also have a midweek meeting for devotion and Bible study on Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. I hope to see you there. Have a blessed day.
My God and I go in the field together. We walk and talk as good friends should and do. We clasp our hands, our voices ring with laughter. My God and I walk through the meadows, we clasp our